Hi there. Thank you so much for stopping by to my Patreon page. I know some of you may be wondering, what even is this Patreon thing and why is this girl asking me for money? And the truth is, I'm not really asking you for money. Patreon is a subscription-based kind of creative community where artists and creatives and people who are putting together educational content can share their works with people who are interested in getting involved, learning more, and contributing to the creation process. So my name is Vanessa, and I coach people who are struggling with food and body image issues. It's a more common struggle than we like to talk about. So I wanted to create a space both on the internet and in my individual coaching sessions with my clients where we can talk about this stuff, where we can learn about this stuff. Food psychology is so interesting. The way that our bodies are perceived in many modern cultures is so interesting, and the way that they don't kind of add up is so interesting. I'm so passionate about this work. It's deeply personal for me. The Hungry Feminine is something that was born from the thesis that I wrote when I was in graduate school. As many theses tend to do, it asked more questions than it answered. And so by the time it was published, I thought, well, that didn't resolve anything for me at all. In fact, now I have more questions than I ever had before. So I created thehungryfeminine.com so that I could address some of those questions and share them with people who were interested in learning more about things that they didn't even realize they were interested in learning about. We all eat, we all have bodies. This is such a universal thing. And for many of us, there are issues that lie just beneath the surface that really impact our day-to-day lives. Think about it. We have to eat every single day in order to survive, right? Studies show that we make on average 200 food decisions every single day. Things like, what am I gonna eat? Who am I gonna eat with? When should I start preparing? How should I plan this out throughout the day? When have I had enough? When should I stop eating? What do I do with the extra food I haven't eaten? Our minds are constantly thinking about food. We're planning ahead. We're trying to manage our cravings. We're trying to make sure that we're keeping ourselves healthy without going overboard. And we're also trying to enjoy food, which is okay, because food can be pleasurable the same way sex is pleasurable. While these are basic needs, they're also things that give us pleasure, and that's okay. But so many people struggle with how to get pleasure out of eating without feeling terrible about themselves. I mean, America's a culture that fetishizes food. Look at Instagram. Look at all of the foodies who are posting all of these gooey, delicious, caloric meals. We have billboards that sexualize food. We're a culture that celebrates consumption. We binge watch everything on Netflix. We want more and more and more stuff. But we shame bodies, especially female bodies, that look like maybe they've eaten food. And maybe they've abided by the same cultural obsession with consumption that we all share. So there's a message that's not connecting. And I'm so curious about it because it's impacting us. Because having food and body issues is something that you have to live out loud. People are watching. You're eating out in public, you're walking around in your body. If you're holding any shame about either one of those things, your life might feel like it's a struggle. And so I want to help. I want to help by normalizing what you're going through, guiding you on a path to self-compassion, and educating you on things that you may not know but may find wildly fascinating, just like I have. So if you sign up to be a patron, there are lots of different rewards that you can get apart from my immense, undying gratitude. And your support helps me get all of these educational materials and programs that I'm trying to get off the ground into reality. It's an overwhelming process. There's tons of information for me to sift through and organize in a way that makes sense to you, something that you can engage with and benefit from without making yourself crazy like I have the last couple of years. I'm so excited about the work that I'm doing. And when I talk to other people about it, they get excited too in a way that they're surprised about because they didn't know that we're allowed to have this conversation. So if you support me here, you're joining a community of people who might be struggling like you, who might be curious like you, or who might just want to support ongoing education, especially as it pertains to food psychology. If you're interested in learning more, you can head on over to thehungryfeminine.com. You can join my mailing list to stay up to date with new things that come out. I promise I don't spam you. In fact, I should probably send more emails than I do. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this and for visiting the page. If you have any questions, you can email me at thehungryfeminine@gmail.com. And I look forward to seeing you around the space. Thanks so much.